Nini everyone, Zipporah here. So this is a video response to Hellbound Heathen about pagans and Sri Lanka, the attacks that happened in Sri Lanka. So this is more about the Facebook post that he made and less about his video, although I will be linking his video in the description. You should watch it. So there's several reasons why I don't talk about things like this, the terrorist attack. Number one is you guys should pretty much know how I feel about the Islamic State and how I feel about Abrahamic religions in general, or really about any religion that claims to be the one and only way. And if you don't, well, I guess it's a good thing I'm making this video. I absolutely think that extremism in any sense is appalling. Okay? So yeah, that's just pretty much how I feel about that. Whether you be Muslim, Jewish, Christian, blowing up an abortion clinic in America is pretty devastating too. I'm not saying it's hundreds of people killed in Sri Lanka bad, but it's pretty fucking devastating. So, whether you're blowing up an abortion clinic or attacking gay people for being gay or whatever, I think that I think it's wrong, okay? And one of the reasons I don't talk about this is because it's so upsetting to deal with. And yes, we do need to deal with it and it needs to be talked about, but I don't think, my small audience really wants to focus on this kind of thing. I don't really want that channel. I don't really want my channel to be about this. I'm more than happy to come on your channel, Liloken, and talk about this, but I don't want my channel to be centered on the Islamic State and the Muslim attacks, because if I focused on terrorism attacks and stuff like that, my channel would pretty much just be that. Number two is thoughts and prayers don't do shit. Now, I'm not talking magic ritual. If you want to work some magic and you want to get together for like a group ritual, like you said in your video, I'm totally down for that. And yeah, I think more pagans should be talking about doing that kind of work for peace, for love. But in the end, I think what really needs to happen is more secularism, definitely more education, and harsher punishments for those who commit hate crimes in the name of Allah or Muhammad or Jesus even. If you commit a hate crime, if you beat up a gay person for being gay, or you commit honor killings or honor rapes, I think you should receive the harshest punishment possible, up to capital punishment being the death sentence. I don't think you should die for your beliefs or for what you did. I think you should have to live with it and be educated on why it is wrong what you did, and be forced to live with that, because there is nothing more horrendous than living with guilt. My opinion, because you are your harshest critic. Just my opinion. Okay, so yeah, I think that needs to happen. I think there needs to be more education, because there's kind of a correlation between, the more intelligent you are, the less religious you are, and the more educated you are, the less likely you are to go out and commit acts of horrendous violence, like terrorist attacks. So, yeah, I think education needs to happen. And again, secularism definitely needs to happen, because you cannot have freedom of religion without freedom from religion. So I definitely think that more governments needs to focus on secularism, because when religion is allowed to make the law, you wind up with things like Sharia law, honor killings, honor rapes, mass genocide, forced slavery, forced slaves, sex slaves, things of that nature. So I remember watching a video, a guy was discussing an article he had read about a 10-year-old being violently raped by I forget what they call him, but it's basically like an Islamic priest, or a Jewish rabbi. And the guy basically violently raped a 10-year-old who he claimed it was consensual, and she seduced him, and he thought she was 17, which is the legal age of consent. But we're talking a 10-year-old with no outward visible signs of going through puberty, so no chest, no hair downstairs, that kind of thing. And she was raped so bad that it tore the spot between her vaginal opening and her anus, and she almost bled out and died while waiting medical attention. And the cops were called by the medical workers and stuff, but girl was given back to her parents, and then they told her that they were going to be committing an honor killing now because it's her fault she seduced the rabbi who violently raped her. And the only way that they would not be killing her is if they allowed her to be married to the priest who raped her, because he was not married at the time. He was available to rape her again, repeatedly, for the rest of her life. So, that's why I think there needs to be more secularism, harsher punishments, and more education. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should be talking more about this, but I don't think my channel's really the place where I want to bring this up. More than happy to talk about it on your channel. I just don't think my channel's the place to do it. I don't know. Selfish that way. It's just how I feel. So that's it for tonight, guys. Sun update.